And good afternoon. We welcome you in. It's the Patrick Netherton Show right here in 1130. The Tiger. Grr. I said what I said. Grr indeed. Yes. So many grrs. So little time. What's up, everybody? How are we? Just one note. If you are looking to watch the Rangers, it is not on KTBS. This is on, it's on KPXJ. Apparently, I texted Alex Anderson and said, hey, dude, where's the game? It's supposed to be on ABC. And he goes, oh, it's on KPXJ. I was like, what, Drew Barrymore, reruns of Drew Barrymore is too important? He's like, I don't know, man. I don't make those decisions. I was like, I know, brother. I'm just giving you a little grief. But he said apparently the Facebook comments are really hilarious about it. So, so if you're wanting to watch Rays and Rangers, that is on KPXJ, not KTBS. So go find it. It's in place of the Jennifer Hudson show, and now in place of the news, the afternoon news or whatever, 3 o'clock news. That's usually on KPXJ. So Rogers is somewhat disappointed that he doesn't get to see his boy Alex today on the news. I mean, I don't care. I'm not watching baseball. Hambone ain't worried about no Rangers, boy. They best season, everything, and then they just gonna go and not win the division. I ain't worried about y'all. Y'all can go and get
all season to do something.
Y'all tried. And even when the Astros had a bad year and you had your best year, y'all still ain't win the division.
You gotta play to the last day.
Y'all ain't good enough. Y'all can go on and get.
Go on get.
Just go on get.
That's funny.
Yes. What's up, everybody? It is Indy Bowl Kickoff Dinner night. Night. So if you are so inclined as to want to go see Paul Skenes, yeah, they've been doing kind of throwbacks to the old Devil Rays stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Yeah, they've had some throwback hats that they've been wearing. So kind of leaning more into the throwback stuff. So, whatever, man. Whatever makes y'all happy. Devil Rays. They're the devil. All right, that's enough. That's enough LSU. Oh, do we? Do we really have to let it play out? Do we have to? So, Rogers apparently, according to our friend Hunter Bauer and GoPreps.com, a vote to approve the current select term passes overwhelmingly in high school athletics. So apparently it is, apparently everything is still the same. They're just basically trying to define what select is. And a ton of folks showed up. Said Northwood Lena principal Alex Goodling starts meeting with request to add amendment regarding playoff structure. LHSA parliamentarian responds by stating that according to Robert's Rules of Order, An amendment can't be made in a special meeting, and that not has anything to do with the agenda item. Debate begins on the select vote. Shannon Wall, our friend from Northwood High School, asks the body not to vote yes to the select division, refers to this being a principal-led organization, and it should be that way. Lincoln Prep Principal Gordon Ford responds by saying the organization elects reps to make decisions for them. Although not in favor of the select definition, Ford argued that last year's playoffs are better than they ever had been. Body was tasked with improving the postseason and failed to. Asked the body to vote yes to improve the betterment of the student athletes. They voted, and 68% were yes. So I'm sure you will get a lot more of that from Tim Fletcher tomorrow morning. So the vote to approve the current select term passed by 68% was the yes vote. So if you are apparently 385 schools out of 404 showed up to vote, 259 of those 385 voted yes. So apparently select is here to stay, as it would appear. So looks like the format will stay the same apparently as the format from last year. So there you go. Rogers, that's as much high school information as you're going to get out of me here on the Patrick Netherton Show. But happy to help in any way I can. All right, so today is Paul Skenes Day, thanks to him and appearing tonight at the Independence Bowl Kickoff Dinner. So if you are so inclined, if you are an LSU baseball fan or a Paul Skenes fan, or, Rogers, maybe you're just a Patrick Netherton fan. Or you're a fan of Brian Rapolo, the current Independence Bowl chairman. By the way, Rogers, do you know who next year's Independence Bowl chairman is? You know them. And you will I say this, you know the husband of next year's Independence Bowl chair pretty well. That would be Claire Rabouche, who is, from what I understand, is going to be next year. I think she's vice chairman, or chairwoman, or what. I'm not sure what the proper terminology is. But there you go. So we got that happening. Indy Bowl kickoff dinners tonight. If you don't have your tickets, I think there's still some available. Go and have some fun. Hear from Paul Skenes. Hear from me, I guess, if you have to. I'm just going to be making sure everything moves along quickly. I will be turning and burning. So next guest up, it's City of Shreveport representative, Indy Bowl representative, tourism representative, mayor's office, then to Skenes. Skenes is going to talk for a few minutes, and then he and I will do a Q&A. We'll take some questions that have been provided by the audience, and I will ask a few questions as well. Of note to folks around here, maybe, I have no idea if Paul Skenes' significant other is appearing tonight. So that's all I got to say about that. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I have no idea. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a good event, always is. And you get to chat with the guy who led the Tigers to a College World Series championship and the first overall pick of the Pirates. And get to check the Pirates out. See, one of the things we will talk to him about is kind of where he is and what he's doing in his off season. We asked him about that when he joined us on the show last week. And Rogers, you know what? It was so good, and we figured, with the event being tonight, let's re-up that. So, coming up in about 20 minutes, we're going to replay the interview with Paul Skenes so that you can hear from him. Again, you'll hear me talk about the Independence Bowl dinner being next Tuesday or whatever. It's tonight. That interview was last week. So it'll be the Indy Bowl Kickoff Dinner is tonight, and we will re-air Paul Skenes coming up at the bottom of the hour to help prep you for that. And it's always good to hear from Paul Skenes again. Why not? So we got that happening. It's the Patrick Netherton Show, 11:30, The Tiger. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Our show brought to you by the fine folks at Bobby L. Green Plumbing, Two Johns Steak and Seafood, and Hollis Dental Care. And again, if you'd like to be a part of our little dog and pony show over here, I don't know, Rogers, which are you, the dog or the pony?
I'm the butterfly.
You're the butterfly.
Yeah.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow. It's a Reading Rainbow, Rogers.
Hey, your favorite.
That is my boy, LeVar Burton.
It is your boy.
Yep. I know the theme song from Reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book, A Reading Rainbow. I can be anything. I can go anywhere. Ways to go and something. The second verse, I kind of lose it at that point. But yeah, we're gonna re-air our interview with Paul Skenes coming up at the bottom of the hour to get you ready for tonight's kickoff dinner. Doors open at 6:00. It's at the convention center downtown, where the Hilton is, the big convention center. Park in the parking garage across the street. Use the skywalk to go across, and we'll be in there and have a great time. Oh, what do we got going on here? The barking Jingle Bells version? Oh, my goodness. Rogers, it's October the 3rd, man. I'm not ready for this. Hashtag respect Halloween. Oh, there he is. We were just talking about this at lunch, as a matter of fact.
Hey! Chingity-ching. It's Dominic the donkey. Chingity-ching.
I'm not ready, Rogers. I'm not ready for Christmas.
Christmas donkey.
La, 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 la. I'm not ready for that. Hashtag respect Halloween, hashtag respect Thanksgiving. Not ready for Christmas, man. We're not there yet. What is this? Oh, Psycho. I never. Well,
You don't know Psycho?
I don't know. I never saw it. Never. Yeah, of course.
No Halloween.
Sure.
I've already seen that. Believe, boy.
Mm-hmm. I don't. Did Friday the 13th or neither one of them, Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th, really had like a theme song like Halloween did they?
Friday 13th was more. Remember that? Chop, chop, chop.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like a theme music. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, no.
Because like Halloween, that's kind of, everybody knows sort of the Halloween theme.
Yeah.
And of course, Nightmare on Elm Street didn't have any of that either. So, I'm not a horror movie guy, Rogers. Don't like them. Don't want to be scared. Not what I enjoy. So most of the time when I watch a horror movie, I have to be in a certain mood where, there you go, the Munsters. I have to be in the right kind of frame of mind where it's like, okay, look, this is like most of the horror movies are laughably bad. Like they're so bad that you kind of have to laugh at them a lot. Because I watched Nightmare on Elm Street when I was younger, and that scared the bleep out of me. And Rogers, if you ever had the bleep scared out of you, that's tough. You don't have any bleep anymore. And then it ends up on the face of all of the Astros haters. I forgot to go clip that rant yesterday. I need to go do that. We need to post that. The Hambone going off on all the haters with your poo on your face.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of poo for a long time, and this whole season, because we even at lunch, we were like, what, Rangers led 120-something days this year.
159.
Astros like 5. And you play till the last day of the season. One of the worst Astros seasons, one of the best Ranger seasons, but who ends up the division champ?
Who did it, Rogers?
Who did it, boy?
Who ended up the division champ?
You can go on, get, boy.
I think it was the Astros.
I think it was, too. All the haters out there, all they can still do is go to the drum banging thing from 7 years ago. Okay, boy, you go on and do that. There's 2 people left on that team from then.
Rangers just led off the top of the 5th with a double off the wall.
Still one zip?
Yeah, it actually hit off of the wrist of the center fielder. He went to jump to make the catch
go over
at the
fence
wall.
for a home run like Canseco?
No, it hit his wrist and bounced back down.
Because Rangers fans have a big, big memory of that one. Where'd
Yeah,
the ball go off his noggin?
I gotta clip the poo rant. I think that's definitely need to do that.
Yeah, especially like I said, the last couple of weeks, especially when the Rangers went up like 2.5 games with a week left. Oh, yeah, Astros, how about them Astros? And I was like, well, right now they're still in the last wild card spot. They'll make the playoffs, so you might want to.
By the way,
you might want to not trash talk if you have to face them in the playoffs.
By the way, you could have won a game or 2 more down the stretch against Seattle.
You would have won. Right now, you'd be off, and we'd be watching the Astros.
And by
right
the
now.
way, the last game of the season, Seattle had nothing to play for and still beat you.
Yeah.
To win the division. That's what won the Astros the division. They got their job done, but then Seattle had to beat the Rangers on the last day, and they did.
That last week or so, a couple people calling in and texting of, look at them, man, fall. And even then, they were still in the last wild card spot. So it's like, well, you understand right now they're still eligible for the playoffs, and which means you would probably have to end up facing them. So you might want to not poke the bear, who's the defending World Series champion, who knows what to do once October comes, and your team hasn't in years.
And by the way, if you poke at the Astros, they'll just dump you in a trash can.
Oh, and
they know how to
bang you over the head.
They know how to use a trash can.
You want to hear what it sounds like to get banged on a trash can?
Oh, wait a second.
Get down in it.
Whoa,
we put the lid on, and we smack it with a Roberto Clemente 32-inch wooden dinger, boy.
Rogers, we can't say bang what it feels like to bang on a trash can and dinger in the same. Rogers, we gotta calm down over here. This is a children's
not sure
show.
how many of those words you can say on the air, but I definitely know you can't throw water. Andy Kaufman and Lawler. I know you can say some of those words, but you definitely can't throw water. Oh, that was one of the greatest TV scenes ever.
All right, so we got a bunch of baseball going on. Got a bunch of baseball happening. Rangers.
Introduce real quick. Let's take a break. Let's go.
Rangers have first and second with nobody out in the top of the 5th against the Rays. By the way, Tampa wearing the Devil Rays uniforms today. The throwbacks. Devil. So I guess they're okay. A couple different ways you can reach the show. You can call us at 318-320-1130. That's 318-320-1130.
Hello.
You can text us on the Bobby L. Green Plumbing text line. That number is 318-6570-HAM, 318-657-0426, also known as the
Bobby L. Green Plumbing
text line. We're available there. We're also available on YouTube. That's right, YouTube, where you can watch it not only on your phone or your laptop or whatever. You can also watch it on your TV if you have a smart TV that has the YouTube app on it, or if you have a Roku or an Apple TV or an Amazon Fire Stick or one of those. Just download the YouTube app like you would just go to watch regular YouTube videos, and you can just put in the Netherton show and it shows up, pops up live. So if you don't want to watch the Rangers and the Rays and would rather watch me and Rogers, then you can do that on your big TV or your laptop or your desktop or your iPad or your other, I don't even know what other devices, what other pads there are, your phone, all of those. Just go to youtube.com/@Netherton Show. That's youtube.com/@Netherton Show. And you can find us that way. Ooh, that's gonna load the bases maybe? Yep. Hit off the pitcher's butt. Glasnow just took it off his rump. It appeared. It was a base hit. It was a hit back up the middle, and it deflected off the derriere, it appeared, of Tyler Glasnow. Is it Glasnow or Glasnow? I can't even remember. Here you go, Rogers. Let's see the replay. Where did it hit him? Oh, yeah, right on the butt. Right cheek. Dang.
I like big.
Yeah. Let's see. Slow-mo. Oh, no, dang, it hit him on the left hamstring. Dang it. It looked like the butt. That would have been.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Becky,
look at her butt. It is so big.
Oh, my God. Becky, look at her butt.
Unfortunately, it
is
was
so big.
It was off the left hamstring. So, dang it. Much funnier if it goes off the right cheek, not the left hamstring. Speaking of, did you hear, I know you don't watch it, but did you perhaps hear Eli and Peyton breaking down the tush push? Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I just can't stand watching that.
Peyton was saying, all right, you got to get, one person on one cheek and one person on the other cheek. And you got to like have the hands on the cheek at the snap. You can't be off. You got to like at the snap. That's you know. And he was breaking it down. And Eli was doing his best not to just die laughing. And it was some really beautiful television. It really was. All right. So YouTube.com/@Netherton Show. If you want to find us, if you do find us, please subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Also available on Twitter or X, if you will. @Netherton Show is the main one. @HeyBoy Rogers and @PT Netherton are the others. You can also find us on the app, 1130 The Tiger. Search for it on Google Play or your iTunes App Store, and you can listen to us in crystal clear HD audio. And now, ladies and germs,
We represent
putting poo on all your faces.
the lollipop kill, the lollipop kill, and in the name of the lollipop kill, we wish to welcome you to Munchkinland.
Hey, boy!
Hey, boy.
Hi, man.
Hello.
Splat. Poo on the face.
I'm sorry.
No, I think it's
I
hilarious.
just had to have some fun. It's been a long season of being ribbed by an organization that hadn't done crap in years.
Crap. You ain't done crap.
I'm sorry,
Crap
poo.
on the face.
Hadn't done poo.
Poo
Yeah,
on
I've been
the
hearing a
face.
lot of Rangers talk all season long.
Now the
you still
Rangers-
can prove some stuff, but I'm tired of hearing the Astro bashing from a team that stayed with you all year and then caught you on the very last day when you realize you're supposed to play till the very end of the regular season.
Uh-oh, wild pitch scores the run for the Rangers. It's 2-0.
Yeah,
Top
no,
of the
right
fifth.
now the reason we're pulling for the Rangers is our good friend Puff is a Baltimore Orioles fan, and that would be the Rangers' next opponent, which means he could go see his beloved Orioles over in Arlington.
Did you call them the Oreos?
Oreos.
That's
So he
great.
could
I
go.
love it.
He could go over there. They're the Oreo Speedwagon.
Oh.
So Puff could be able to go over there and see his favorite team without having to go all the way to Washington and Baltimore and Maryland and all that. So that's one reason we're pulling for the Rangers. But if they do lose to the Rays, I won't be upset.
Double J said Rogers sounds like OJ trying to convince people he didn't do it.
Well, no, the glove didn't fit, so he must have quit.
They did acquit, after all.
Oh,
So-
no, the Astros did it, but so did all the other teams. Major League Baseball tried to hide from doing it while they threw the Astros under the frickin' bus.
And all they did is then took the bus and started driving
And then started backing over
drove
and backing
it right over everybody.
It was like in Zombieland when Woody Harrelson, kind of double tapped on the zombies he ran over. It's like, yeah, when MLB went to court to not open a legal document showing they had punished the New York Yankees 3 years in a row for the same damn thing, they suspended Alex Cora from the manager of the Red Sox for the same damn thing. They did not let Carlos Beltran become the manager of the New York Mets because of the same damn thing. They just thought throwing the Astros under the bus, that's going to ruin this organization. We don't ever have to worry about them again. Well, guess what? 7 straight years you got to worry about them, and 6 of those are division champs.
Well, Jamie
With only
G.
2 guys still left on the team from that time that you're still bitching and griping about. So just know your baseball and just understand what it is. Astros are the Barry Bonds of the steroid era, but everybody else was doing it too, and everybody knows it. So just stop.
Jamie G said, meanwhile, on the Netherton show, Double J can't even get an upset special right with 5 phone numbers sending in picks.
What is the deal with those two?
I don't know, man. They've got something going on. Like, y'all just kiss and make up or something. I
I mean,
don't know. Get a room.
We just playing when we have fun.
That's
but
right. When Rogers calls me a freaking idiot, I know
It
he
wasn't
doesn't
him.
mean I'm a
It
freaking
was
idiot.
the idea
It's-
he
yeah.
was floating out there.
It's the
So
opinion that Anthony
you have
Richardson.
You have to draw the line and understand between reality and just fantasy of what you want.
By the way, I did love someone mentioned with Anthony Richardson now.
Yeah.
They said, have we ever considered the fact that at Florida, his receivers just couldn't catch the passes because they were so hard? Like it was, the balls were thrown so hard that they couldn't catch them because he's throwing some insane passes in the NFL so far. All right, Luke said that Dokken did a song for Nightmare on Elm Street, but I think it was the second or third movie. That was the Dream Warriors, was the third movie. That was my favorite of all the. That was my favorite of all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Paul Skenes. We're going to re-air our interview with the LSU ace pitcher who got drafted first overall by the Pirates, getting ready for the kickoff dinner tonight over at the convention center. The Indy Bowl Kickoff Dinner is tonight with Paul Skenes as the featured guest speaker. We'll take a break. Come back. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.
A company is only as good as its people, and at Jack Spring Electric, they have a collection of the best. Jack Spring Electric is humbled every day by the excellence of their team. They'll always work hard to provide exactly what their customer needs, whether an industrial plant, commercial storefront, or residential work, they've got you covered. If you want the job done right, within budget, on time, and by a dedicated team player, Jack Spring Electric is the electrical contractor for you. Find them at jackspringelectric.com. That's jackspringelectric.com.
Piney Park Fall Festival and Spooky Trail of Lights is now open. Get your half-price tickets at seizethedeal.com. Piney Park Fall Festival and Spooky Trail. A delightful fright for all ages. Jumbo jumpers, pumpkin patches, shooting cannons, barrel trains, scavenger hunts, and spooky trails that will have you screaming for more. Hurry while they last. SeizeTheDeal.com has your half-price tickets for only $7.50 each. Enjoy the spooktacular fun at Piney Park in Marshall.
There's a whole lot of savings going on now at Staples. During Staples Sit-a-thon, you can save up to $150 on select office and desk chairs. And when you buy a chair, you save 25% on desks, storage solutions, and office accessories. Plus, your local Staples now accepts Amazon returns. And when you return an Amazon order at Staples, you receive a coupon for $10 off your next $30 Staples purchase. Now is definitely the time to save at Staples. Chair offer ends 10/28, in-store only. Exclusions apply on Amazon offer.
Hi, this is Dr. Brad Schaefer. As a podiatrist, I can tell you no two people's feet are alike, which is why I recommend Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts. They're customized for your feet, so you get a unique solution your feet really need, not just a one-size-fits-all insole. They're clinically proven to provide pain relief for achy feet, knees, lower back, plantar fasciitis, and heels. Take the Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotics assessment in Walmart today, now in the foot care aisle.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SIMPLE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SIMPLE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SIMPLE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hollis Dental Care is the premier one-stop shop for all your dental care needs in the Arklatex. Dr. Matt Hollis and his team can handle everything from simple cleanings to major dental implants, all in-house. And if you've got a toothache, call 318-703-6680 by 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and you're guaranteed to be seen the same day. That's Hollis Dental Care. Call them at 318-703-6680 or find them at Benton Road and Wimple. Hollis Dental Care, the best spot for your smile.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60 plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two John Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two John Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
We're your local bank in your community, so come on in and say hi. You'll like what you see at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're gonna make it right for you every day, every way. We're at your service. At GBT, at your service. GBT, come on. We're more than a bank, we're more than a site. We're the friend you turn to when it's gotta be right. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to serve you and we give it our all. 'Cause we're at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're at your service. At GBT, we're the Gibbsman Bank and Trust, and we're at your service. GBT.
Member FDIC.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate. RejuveMeMedical.com.
A lot of Kanoi's energy started to bounce back.
She has a lot of puppy moments, and she'll be 14 this summer.
What did these dog parents do for their dogs? They switched to Nature's Blend, a premium freeze-dried raw dog food made by Dr. Marty Goldstein, a veterinarian Forbes magazine called the Miracle Worker. It's the easiest way to support your dog's easy digestion, nourished skin, playful energy, and most importantly, their healthy, full life.
I'm so confident your dog will love it. Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee.
Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free full-size bag of Tilly's Treasures dog treats. They're best-selling beef liver dog treats while supplies last. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or text DEAL to 511-511. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or shop in over 2,000 stores nationwide. Use the store locator to find the store closest to you. All pets are unique. Your pet's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Studies available upon request.
Hey there, Shreveport. Are you tired of boring cookie-cutter marketing campaigns that put you to sleep faster than a lullaby? Then it's time to switch to Town Square Shreveport. We're not your average marketing agency. Our team of experts is like the Avengers of advertising, with each member bringing their unique superpowers to the table. Need a killer social media strategy? We've got you covered. Want a website that looks like it was designed by a unicorn? We can make it happen. Need a radio commercial that's funnier than your grandpa's jokes? Well, we can't promise that, but we'll try our best. At Town Square Shreveport, we don't just create marketing campaigns, we create experiences that people will remember for years to come. So if you want to be the talk of the town, call us for your free business analysis at 318-688-1130. 318-688-1130. Town Square Shreveport. We're not just good, we're hilarious. Okay, maybe not hilarious, but we're definitely worth a shot.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger.
Floating through the airwaves like smooth hickory smoke. Patrick Netherton.
Welcome you back to the Patrick Netherton Show right here on 1130 The Tiger. 103.3 FM on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Netherton Show. Pleased to be joined now by the number one overall draft pick from this past MLB draft. Had one of the all-time great collegiate seasons at LSU, led the Tigers to a national championship. Paul Skenes, who's also going to be the featured guest speaker at the kickoff dinner for the Independence Bowl. That is Tuesday. Paul, how are you, man?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. Number one, looking forward to chatting with you. I'll actually be handling your MC duties for Tuesday night. And the good news is I won't keep you long. I'm a big proponent of getting out of there in a timely fashion. So we will move quickly. But let's start with kind of where you're at right now, right? We saw you. They kind of moved you through a couple of minor league levels right after you got drafted, and I'm curious now where are you at right now? What's your off season look like, and then what are the plans for you moving forward?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the off season a little bit right now. Back in Baton Rouge, and I'm going to be here for most of the off season. Really just enjoy it. It's great to be able to work out at the health facilities, and it has everything I need, and my friends, and they're like family now. They're all here, so it's great to be back.
You and Hayden Travinsky, who's from here, we had him on the show about a month or two ago. He was up here doing a charity event. Y'all had a really nice facial hair off, if you will. Tell me about the mustache. What made you decide that the mustache was where you wanted to
let it grow for a few days, and decided to keep the hair above my lip. And then it turned into kind of a competition between me and Hayden, and we obviously both still have it. So I'll let you guys decide which one was better.
Well, I mean, the difference is he's put his on a shirt, right? Like he sells those shirts. And I told him, I said, look, the problem you run into there when you start selling that is now you have to keep that hair. Right, you have to keep that facial hair if you're going to be putting it on shirts and selling it. So you got to make a choice. At least for you, I'm guessing, if you wanted to shave it off and go with something else or grow out a full beard or whatever, you got your choice there.
Yeah, that's nice. He's prepared to do that. He's really good at marketing. We've talked about that. So I have one of his shirts and work out in it sometimes. But we'll see. Going forward.
Yeah. So what's the plan moving forward? Obviously working out in the offseason in Baton Rouge. What have the Pirates communicated to you in terms of where you might even have been established, kind of a track for how you want to move up, whatever? Have you gone over that plan with you yet?
Not really. And that's kind of a theme in pro ball, I think, across a lot of organizations, which is, to be honest, a little bit frustrating for the player, but it makes sense from the club standpoint, just because nobody really knows what's going to happen. So plan is to go to big league spring training and then go from there. Hopefully pitch my way into a spot and be ready to compete there. But, we'll see. When you were at Air Force, obviously playing two ways, the story about you coming in and giving up the homer to Cruz and all that when y'all played at LSU. When you left Air Force and then moved to LSU, was there an aha moment for you, a time or maybe something either specific or just kind of in general where you went, okay, this could be special, not only for the team but also for yourself, because the growth that you had from what you were doing at Air Force to what you did last year was amazing. Was there a moment for you where it kind of clicked and you thought, okay, this could be a great season? Maybe it was probably over the course of a couple of weeks when we got actually into the season. But I think more so it was just, we saw what the lineup was doing the first few weeks of the season, and we kind of figured that we didn't necessarily need me, to take at bats one time a week. So, obviously the pitching side kind of speaks for itself, but there wasn't a necessity there for me to hit or catch anymore. So it was a smart decision. I wouldn't say it was an easy decision just because I'd been doing it my whole life. But, very straightforward, and we kind of knew what we needed to do because it meant that I was going to stay healthy and that, our lineup was going to continue to produce at the level that they were producing, that we would have a really good chance to win a national championship.
Did you tell the Pirates you wanted to be Ohtani?
They asked.
Did they really?
And
that's awesome.
They did. And I pretty much told them that my body has felt the best it ever has when I was just pitching. Doing it at that level is an even greater responsibility, and it's even more taxing on the body in professional baseball compared to college baseball.
Sure.
So, it was just pitching, when I got to pro ball.
What was the conversation like about when to go ahead and shut it down? Because there was a lot of talk and speculation that you might get a call up and you might actually end up joining the big league team at some point, but you'd also thrown 120 plus innings in college and you'd pitched as long as anyone can pitch in college baseball in a single season because you got all the way to the end. What were those conversations like on how much you wanted to pitch out of college and in the pros and in the minors before you shut it down and started getting ready for this coming season?
It was actually really straightforward. They had their plan for me. The way I understand it, it was almost two plans, like whether I could throw or whether I could not throw. And if I couldn't throw anymore in pro ball, that I would just shut down, which is, an easy thing to plan out. But I thought that I could throw some more. And so my goal and the Pirates' goals lined up really well. It was just to get used to professional baseball on the 5-day and the 6-day rotation, and kind of what those demands are on my body. So when it came time to shut down, that was really just because I had gotten to my goals for the season, or for the professional season, I guess, of just working on some pitch design and facing professional hitters, and then working out the routine a little bit.
Paul Skenes joining us, number 1 overall draft pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who is, of course, an LSU legend now. Who's your sensei, right? Who's the guy that's in your ear most? Is it someone from the Pirates now? Is it, someone from LSU? Who's the guy that's kind of in your ear that you work with the most where, hey, something doesn't feel right, I need to tweak something, I go to this person to get it worked out?
Yeah, man, there are a few,
okay,
for sure. If there was one guy, it would be Wes Johnson. But the beautiful part for me is that I've had a really good circle of people around me since I was in high school, from my coaches back there to my coaches at Air Force, and then obviously, Wes and Coach Johnson at LSU, that there are a lot of people that can help me get centered again. So it's really nice to have those guys, as a resource and people that I'm going to hang on to for a really long time.
Absolutely. I'm curious, the move from Air Force to LSU, what was the most eye-opening part of it, other than, I guess, you didn't have to wake up at a certain time every morning if you didn't want to? But kind of what was the transition like to go from military life and military, that regimented military life, to a little more of a laid back, still on a team, you're still going to go work out occasionally at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever, lift, all that, but to not have that sort of other side of things where you can concentrate on sports in your studies, not sports your studies, and also preparing for a life in the military? Yeah,
it was tough, to be honest. And that was something that I actually talked to Wes about a lot while I was at LSU, while I was making that transition. And we pretty much found that, in the military and at the Air Force Academy, you have externally imposed discipline and externally imposed standards. And it's just not the same way at LSU. The baseball standards are very high, from the coaches, also from the fans, which you don't really get a feel for until you get to the season.
Mm-hmm.
But we really had to find a way to make it, to transition it from externally imposed standards and discipline to, internally. Lighting that fire internally. So that was something that I had to figure out a little bit more when I got to LSU. It was just a weird transition.
Right.
It was difficult in ways, but more so it was just different. Something that I had to get a feel for throughout the fall and over winter break and into the spring. It was just very, very different.
Speaking of very different, you go from a place where, they break you down to make you part of a unit to have you in there. I like to say, when you're at Air Force, you fly under the radar, literally and figuratively. While you're there, everyone kind of knew about you, had heard about you. You had some notoriety with the baseball team. Then you come to LSU, and suddenly you're in the midst of the most storied program, and everyone knows your name, and you're in the limelight, and all of that goes with social media. You're not as much on social media. Like, what's that been like? Kind of in some ways losing some of your privacy because of that transition from you're part of a unit to now you are a guy who shines individually?
It's been different and a little bit odd, I would say. It's just, to me, it feels like last year we were just 35 dudes or 40 dudes or however many guys were on the team. We're all just trying to live our life and go out there and win. And then, we go out to dinner and people want to take pictures with us, which is extremely humbling. That we're out there doing something that we love to do, and 10,000 people come to watch us play every single game while we're at home. It's surreal. And, the stuff on social media and whatnot, that's cool. Different more than anything, but the stuff that happens, in person, where we're going out there to compete and play the game that we love, that we've been playing since we were, 3 years old, 4 years old, and people come to watch us play just, because they love to watch us go out there and have fun. That was probably the most humbling part of it. Huge blessing.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious, what's kind of the protocol for you when you're out in public and someone wants to approach you or say hi or whatever, you're maybe having dinner, whatever, like kind of what do you feel like is sort of the appropriate way for someone to approach a person like that? That's always been fascinating to me because, I might see someone I know out in public or someone that has some notoriety. I don't want to disturb them, but sure, I'd like a picture or maybe just, fist bump or whatever. What do you kind of want in terms of that social interaction with your fans?
It was weird to have that transition of, going out to dinner and just being another guy and then going out to dinner. And the way I feel it, the way I see it, I'm another guy, but people want to, come up and talk to me and whatnot. But so at this point, it's kind of just like if I don't feel like talking to people or interacting with people, then I don't go out to dinner.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really humbling, really flattering. But people have a right to, go up and talk to you and give you a fist bump and whatnot. I would say do it respectfully, but
yeah. Well, to me, the whole thing is, if you're going to disturb someone, do it quickly, right? Let them know, hey, thanks for the great season. Like Rogers talked to you right before. He thanks you for the great season. He's a big LSU fan, all of that. Do it. To me, that's always been the thing, is kind of do it in a respectful manner. Don't monopolize the time. And if a person, you in this case, say, hey, can I just, maybe after I get done eating or whatever, respect that, right? Just be respectful. That's always been my thing when it comes to those types of people.
Absolutely. And I think, going back to what I said earlier, it's cool that I'm able to go out there and that I have the opportunity to go out there with my best friends and just play baseball. And the fact that it's kind of touching other people and affecting other people in a positive way because of what we're doing on the field. That's a blessing, and that's something that I never realized when I got to LSU. But it's cool to have the opportunity to affect people in a positive way, just because I'm doing something that I love.
Did Rogers, my producer, and I were talking. He was a running back in high school. Three TDs for Polk High. That's a reference you won't get. It's a Married with Children reference, a little before your time. But it would have been in the NFL. Didn't blew out the knee, all of that. But we talked about superstitions and kind of the repetition of what you go through. Did you have any sort of superstitions? I've got to put this sleeve on at this time, or I've got to do, did you have any of those sort of superstitions when you were getting ready to go start?
I would say it was more of routine based than superstitions. I always ate Jason's Deli chicken Alfredo before the game, and you could call that a superstition, I would say, but I found that it just helped me get ready to play.
Hey, it's good fuel.
Better than anything else I'd ever tried. So, call it what you will.
Sure. Did you have to put your uniform on the same way every time? Were you, that's the stuff that fascinates me with athletes, is just that sort of repetitive nature of what you do and feeling like something's off if you don't have the correct repetition of your pregame ritual.
Yeah, I mean, I put my uniform on the same way every time, but I didn't find any significance in it.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, the routine thing, I wouldn't say it was so much of a superstition.
You got your remarks ready to go for Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Good. For those that don't know, Paul Skenes will be here for the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl Kickoff Dinner coming up on Tuesday night. He's going to have some prepared remarks, and then he and I will sit down. We'll have a little Q&A. If folks want to get questions for Paul, you can send them in on the Independence Bowl Facebook page, and they will have a list of some Q&A audience questions as well. So, Paul, we're looking forward to it, man. Going to have a lot of fun on Tuesday. Congratulations on an amazing season, one of the greatest single seasons we've seen from a collegiate pitcher ever. Best of luck moving forward, and we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night.
Me too. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Paul Skenes, #1 draft pick for the Pittsburgh Pirates. LSU star. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good dude. All right, we'll take a break. It's the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger.
The fall anniversary sale is going on now at Campers RV Center. Shop Campers RV Center today to see how much you can save. And our remaining inventory is on closeout. Plus, we're offering a free e-bike or 18-volt carless pressure washer while supplies last with purchase of select units. Don't wait, prices are falling and the deals are too sweet to beat. Only at Campers RV, where adventure meets exceptional service. Campers RV Center goes the extra mile. See for yourself at Campers RV Center online at campersrvcenter.com.
They're coming back home to Tyler, Texas for the first time in 8 long years. Radio Texas Live presents the 2nd annual Rose City Music Festival. And we're doing what they said couldn't be done. We're bringing Whiskey Myers home. Whiskey Myers! Whiskey Myers! Whiskey Myers! And you know him from the Fast and Furious franchise. Plus, he's sold over 24 million albums worldwide. Ludacris! It's the pairing you never knew you needed. Whiskey Myers and Ludacris. Get your tickets now at therosecitymusicfestival.com.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You step out of the shower smelling fresh, but for how long? Body odor starts forming immediately, especially if you use soap. And your only defense is the 2 inches of deodorant you applied to your armpits. I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the inventor of Lumi Whole Body Deodorant. It's so easy to use, I'm going to talk you through it on the radio. Just a pea-sized amount of our invisible cream rubbed into the nooks and crannies like a lotion with fingertips. Or pick a stick for pits and other flat surfaces like thigh folds and underboob. Glides on smooth for a touchless application. Both are clinically proven to block odor all day and controls odor for 72 hours on pits, privates, and beyond. So you're going to smell better naked everywhere. It's that powerful.
There's a special offer for listeners. Use code 555 and get an extra $5 off a Lumi starter pack that comes with a solid stick, cream tube, free product of your choice, and ships free with code 555. LUMEdeodorant.com, code 555.
Hollis Dental Care is the premier one-stop shop for all your dental care needs in the Arklatex. Dr. Matt Hollis and his team can handle everything from simple cleanings to major dental implants, all in-house. And if you've got a toothache, call 318-703-6680 by 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and you're guaranteed to be seen the same day. That's Hollis Dental Care. Call them at 318-703-6680 or find them at Benton Road and Wimple. Hollis Dental Care, the best spot for your smile.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60 plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two John Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two John Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
We're your local bank in your community, so come on in and say hi. You'll like what you see at your service. At GBT. At your service. At GBT. At your service. At GBT. We're gonna make it right for you every day, every way. We're at your service. At GBT. At your service. GBT. Come on. We're more than a bank. Side with a friend you turn to when it's gotta be right. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to serve you and we give it our all. 'Cause we're at your service. At GBT. At your service. At GBT. We're at your service. At GBT. We're the Gibbsman Bank and Trust, and we're at your service. GBT.
Member FDIC.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SIMPLE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SIMPLE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SIMPLE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GEAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GEAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GEAR.
Tiger weather now.
A nice taste of fall on the horizon. Temperatures are going to fall into the 70s for highs for the weekend coming up, and nighttime lows in the 50s. Here today, sunshine at 91, partly cloudy tonight, low 72. Mix of clouds with a shower late Wednesday, 91. Showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. Thursday's high 82. Richard DeWettig of the Weather Channel.
KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Your home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never do. A look from you and I would fall from grace, and that would wipe the smile right from my face. Do you remember when we used to dance? And incidents
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to do it real softly now. Patrick Netherton Show. sing together songs unsung.
It was the heat of the moment.
Was that the cop show from the 80s? No, not this song. I mean, wasn't Heat of the Night? Okay. Was that who it was? I thought it was a different old white guy. Was it Carol O'Connor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I never watched it.
I didn't.
I just remember it was like a lot of race relations, Southern kind of stuff.
That was Archie Bunker.
Heat of the Night. Let's see. Heat of the Night TV cast, Rogers. There you go. Carol O'Connor, Howard Rollins.
That was his partner, right?
Right, Tibbs. Carol O'Connor was apparently the police chief.
Yes.
Alan Autry was Bubba Skinner.
Oh, Bubba.
Bubba Skinner.
Hey, Bubba.
Bubba. Huh. Also was on for 7 years.
It ran longer than you think.
Carol O'Connor, small-town police chief, and later sheriff in fictional Sparta playoffs. So if you're a playoff fan, they just actually interrupted the playoffs momentarily to tell us that Kevin McCarthy was ousted as Speaker of the House. So if you are someone who cares about politics, apparently Kevin McCarthy is done as Speaker of the House. So there you go. Fist Pump sent an upset special. We're not taking those yet. We'll start taking them on Thursdays. So Fist Pump, if you would, just send me that pick back on Thursday because we do not take them. We aren't taking them before then. Try not to. Alfred said, hello, Patrick and Rogers. How's your day going? I hope well. Doing all right. Hanging in. Got the Indy Bowl Kickoff Dinner tonight, so just trying to kind of gear up for that. Rogers, I got to put the coat and tie on. I never a fan of that. I got to find some. I bought a new dress shirt, Rogers, just for tonight. I also bought a new belt and realized I spent way too much money on it. So then I bought one from Amazon, and I'm going to send the one I've got on back because it's much too expensive for a belt. But anyway, so I got a new dress shirt that's a little smaller, so it looks a little better, fits a little better. And now my next move is going to be to actually get a sport coat that's a little smaller. And, because I'm losing weight. I've lost weight. I'm going to try to continue to lose weight. Hope to lose another 20 or so. I feel good about that. I got to get all this heart stuff figured out. I don't want to start doing a lot of real hard exercise and then, Rogers just keel over and go boom right there. So trying to kind of get the heart stuff figured out, and then I want to try to get back into going. Wet Bar said Alan Autry from the aforementioned In the Heat of the Night was born in, Rogers, any idea where Alan Autry was born? Oh, no idea. Shreveport. No idea. Never heard him being claimed before by Shreveport. Someone was one of those deals like, the Williams sisters were born here but didn't really stay here. They were here for like a year or two, and then they went to Compton. I wonder if Alan Autry is one of those guys that Carlos Allen Autry, American actor, played the role of Bubba Skinner in The Heat of the Night. He was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. His name was changed to Carlos Brown when he was a year old after his parents divorced. He worked alongside his mother and stepfather, Joe Duty, in California's San Joaquin Valley, where they planted and harvested cotton, grapes, and other crops, traveling around the valley living in migrant worker camps. When he was 12, they settled in Riverdale, California. So there you go. Rogers, he ended up going to the Green Bay Packers, and he was the starting quarterback of the Packers for 3 games. Then got cut, became an actor, tried to come back in the CFL, and then made his feature film debut. He met his father for the first time in 1981 while on location in Shreveport for the motion picture Southern Comfort after he found his dad's name in the phone book. How crazy is that? It was at that time that he made the decision to return to his birth surname of Autry. Huh. Just, he was making a movie in Shreveport, and I'm going to just see if my dad's in the phone book. And met him for the first time in 1981. He was born in 1952. He did not meet his dad until he was nearly 30. That's crazy. Rogers, you and I both have dads that were very influential in our lives. I couldn't imagine living 30 years of my life and not knowing my dad. That's wild. So there you go, Rogers. There's another thank you, Mr. Know-It-All moment here on the Patrick Netherton Show. All you need to know about Alan Autry.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
Sure, things you didn't know you needed to know. Schenkenstein sent a picture of it's the Madden cover for next year, Rogers. And it has Taylor Swift on it. Do we have a bunch of famous people in the house last night for the Giants game after Taylor Swift and her entourage showed up for the Jets game with the Chiefs and they had to switch it around to the Giants? I don't recall seeing a whole bunch of celebs out for the Giants last night. That's some bad offensive line the Giants are sporting. That is not good. Daniel Jones, who, by the way, for his career now has more turnovers than touchdowns. Just rough, man. Whew. Bad. Hambone, did you see the story about the Astros reporter getting ripped by Chris Young, the GM of the Rangers?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, during an interview, he talked about a post from the Astros or from someone, Brian McTaggart, who covers the Astros for MLB.com, sparked a social media firestorm Sunday when he posted on X, quote, "The Rangers partied last night while the Astros had a champagne toast and quickly turned their attention to Sunday and one more win. Houston's been there, done that mentality paid off, it seems." Chris Young, former pitcher, jumped in because it was, the day before the last day of the season when the Rangers ultimately ended up losing to the Mariners. The Astros won, and the Astros won the division with a tiebreaker. Young said, quote, "I find it ridiculous that that's even a subject, honestly. This is the most professional, responsible group of players that I've ever been around. We had a very subdued champagne popping, but beyond that, there was no partying. There was nothing outlandish." Said the Astros were more muted in their post-game celebration when they held a clubhouse champagne toast after clinching a postseason spot where we're still chasing the Rangers for the division title. Young said, quote, "It's pretty poor journalism to even suggest that, honestly. I'm very disappointed in the lack of professionalism of the Houston journalists for putting that out there. It's classless and it's not appropriate, and it's completely fabricated. It's wrong." According to the Dallas Morning News, the Rangers clubhouse was relatively tame after Saturday's victory, as the champagne-soaked tarp in the locker room had already been removed within an hour of Texas's victory. Young said these guys had earned the right to pop the champagne, and this was the extent of our celebration. It had no impact whatsoever on Sunday's game. Here's the other thing. It's not like the reporter was reporting that, the Rangers will not be ready for tomorrow because they spent all night partying. It was an opinion. Did the Rangers party last night? No, I have no idea. I don't know if anyone does. I mean, fine. But here's the thing. The Rangers haven't been there and done that. So why wouldn't they enjoy it? If it ends up costing them the title for the AL West, who's to say? We can't say that. We don't know what the team was thinking, feeling. Were a bunch of dudes? Did a bunch of dudes show up for the final game hungover or something? We don't know, right? I mean, I would be surprised if the players were unprofessional enough to not be ready for that last game. They knew they needed to win to clinch the division, and they knew that if they lost, there was a very real possibility that the Astros would get the division. Because the Astros were playing a little bit easier team. So, there was every possibility that the Astros were going to win their game and that who knows what would have happened after that. So I think it's a bit of an overreaction, to be honest with you. The guy was just posting that, hey, Rangers partied a little bit and the Astros have been there, done that. I think that's fair because it's also true. Now, whether the Rangers partied all night or anything, I don't know. None of us know. They're the only ones that know. But apparently the tarp was removed from the locker room within an hour, so it wasn't like they spent spent hours in the locker room just getting down. So, I mean, it sounds like much ado about nothing. It's a reporter in Houston who's giving his opinion that the Astros been there, done that, so they kind of had the muted celebration. They were ready to go for one more win. And he's implying the Rangers were not, but he's not reporting that the Rangers were not. So, I don't know. That sounds like a little thin-skinnedness, if you ask me. But no one did ask me. Double J said Anna Marie Horsford was in the TV series In the Heat of the Night. She was also in a TV pilot shot in NOLA in 2006, of which I was a part of the production. She commented to myself and my then girlfriend that we were a perfect couple. Now my ball and chain, I think the Heat of the Night got to her thinking. Okay. Whatever makes you feel good, my friend. Skenes Daddy said, I can't wait till the 4 first-round defensive linemen for the Commanders get a hold of the Giants' O-line. Yeah, boy, they're bad. It is not pretty there. And Chuck sent me a picture that said, Twitter is convinced that Troy Aikman looks like Jay-Z. I've always thought that Troy Aikman looked like Jay-Z. It's the mouth, mostly. They have very similar mouths. I've always thought they looked alike. So, especially like that, to me, it's not the eyes and the forehead necessarily. It's the kind of the nose and mouth, that lower triangle. I've always felt like Troy Aikman resembled Jay-Z in that. That's nothing new for my thinking. All right, we'll take a break. It's the Patrick Netherton Show, 11:30. The Tiger. We'll be back.
As parents, we have a lot to be proud of. Our kids are smart, talented, and dedicated, but all of them are at risk. 1 in 3 Louisiana high school students use e-cigarettes, and every day more teens struggle with vape-related problems like nicotine addiction and lung damage. The time to talk to your teen is now, and we can help. Get vaping facts, talking tips, and quitting resources at BehindTheHazeLA.com. Sponsored by the Louisiana Department of Justice.
This is Secretary of State Kyle Artwan. Election season and football season go hand in hand in Louisiana. So make sure you don't miss a play or your chance to make your voice heard by early voting. And remember to download the free GoVote mobile app to find your early voting site and view your sample ballot. Early voting runs now through Saturday, October 7th, and Election Day is Saturday, October 14th. For more information, visit geauxvote.com or check out the GoVote app. Get ready and go vote, Louisiana.
A toast to our new college grad who fills us with so much joy, almost as much as when we're in our RV. Oh, the world is your oyster, kiddo, and ours too. Now that we're covered with Progressive, Dad and I can hop in our RV anytime we want. Might even splurge on a retractable awning. Ooh, look out. Sorry, what was I talking about?
Protect your loved one with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
There's a whole lot of savings going on now at Staples. During Staples Sit-a-thon, you can save up to $150 on select office and desk chairs. And when you buy a chair, you save 25% on desks, storage solutions, and office accessories. Plus, your local Staples now accepts Amazon returns. And when you return an Amazon order at Staples, you receive a coupon for $10 off your next $30 Staples purchase. Now is definitely the time to save at Staples. Chair offer ends 10/28, in-store only. Exclusions apply on Amazon offer.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SIMPLE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SIMPLE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SIMPLE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hollis Dental Care is the premier one-stop shop for all your dental care needs in the Arklatex. Dr. Matt Hollis and his team can handle everything from simple cleanings to major dental implants, all in-house. And if you've got a toothache, call 318-703-6680 by 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and you're guaranteed to be seen the same day. That's Hollis Dental Care. Call them at 318-703-6680 or find them at Benton Road and Wimple. Hollis Dental Care, the best spot for your smile.
Bobby L. Green Plumbing has been in business for over 6 decades, 60-plus years. That's remarkable, since technology is always shifting and times change. Not only has Bobby L. Green Plumbing survived, they adapted to the modern marketplace, and they've thrived. Green Plumbing can spot trouble faster and repair it quicker using the latest technology. That eliminates your discomfort and saves you money. Bobby L. Green, the Green Team, the plumbing team you like best.
If you're looking for the finest in seafood, the finest in steaks, and a beautiful ambiance, you're looking for Two John Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive in Bossier City. It is absolutely spectacular, from the New Orleans-style courtyard to the ambiance of the bar to the elegance of the dining room. The best steaks, the best seafood, one of the best wine lists in town, and don't forget Friday lunch, where you can have a beautiful ribeye burger, just the tastiest one in town. It's Two John Steak and Seafood, and make sure you tell Big John we said hello.
We're your local bank in your community, so come on in and say hi. You'll like what you see at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're gonna make it right for you every day, every way. We're at your service. At GBT, at your service. GBT, come on. We're more than a bank, we're more than a site. We're the friend you turn to when it's gotta be right. No matter how big, no matter how small, we're here to serve you and we give it our all. 'Cause we're at your service. At GBT, at your service. At GBT, we're at your service. At GBT, we're the Gibbsman Bank and Trust, and we're at your service. GBT.
Member FDIC.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate. RejuveMeMedical.com.
Since we were little, we've been inseparable, but vaping felt different.
I'm the same way with Eddie.
She tried it because I did, but when I stopped, she kept using it. Now I wish we never vaped. It feels like it's my fault she's hooked. Sharing vapes means sharing addiction.
Learn more at BehindTheHazeLA.com.
Sponsored by Louisiana Department of Justice.
Hi, this is Dr. Brad Schaefer. As a podiatrist, I can tell you no two people's feet are alike, which is why I recommend Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts. They're customized for your feet, so you get a unique solution your feet really need, not just a one-size-fits-all insole. They're clinically proven to provide pain relief for achy feet, knees, lower back, plantar fasciitis, and heels. Take the Dr. Scholl's Custom Fit Orthotics Assessment in Walmart today. Now in the foot care aisle.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text HIM to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text HIM to 321-321. That's HIM to 321-321.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for sports.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
Ain't seen nothing yet. Goin said, boy, you sure got a pretty mouth. Well, I was just talking about that Troy Aikman and Jay-Z's mouths look similar. All the Jay-Z and Troy Aikman look alike, and they do. The problem is you kind of lose it once you get north of the nose. Foreheads are reasonably similar, but the eyes are kind of different. But the nose-mouth complex, that triangle, is really there. I 100% agree with it at that point. Let's see. What else are we looking at here, Rogers? Apparently, we're seeing that Travis Hunter from Colorado going to miss a couple of games extra. There was last night's debacle. It was not pretty. Seahawks just put a old woodshed whooping on them. Took care of the Giants. Uh-oh, it's his car? Oh, okay, the RC car.
Oh, God. Oh, he's going to go around.
Meanwhile, top of the eighth, it is 4-0. Texas leading Tampa in the top of the eighth. That's in Tampa, by the way. And the Rangers have 2 on with 2 outs in the top of the eighth. In the bottom of the second in Minnesota, you have the Twins leading the Blue Jays 2-0 with 2 on and 2 out as well. So things happening in both places. Tonight's action at 6 o'clock, so about an hour and a half from now. You've got Arizona at Milwaukee. And Greg, our boss Greg, is actually walking around in a Brewers jersey today. So you've got that. And you have 7 o'clock, the Marlins at the Phillies. The Diamondbacks and at the Brewers is on ESPN2. The Marlins at the Phillies is on Big ESPN. So check those out. Meanwhile, Rays get out of the top of the eighth, 2 on, 2 out, get the strikeout. And the Rangers continue to lead 4-0 as they head to the bottom of the eighth inning. Starter for Texas, Montgomery, looks like he's done. So it looks like he will be finished having gotten them through 7 shutout innings. Rogers, I'm curious. We see that a couple of Giants got injured on one of the rugby plays. They call it the tush push, which I'm not a huge fan of. Rogers, are you outlawing that play if you're the NFL? The rugby scrum, Eagles 4th and short thing?
I really don't want to get into this.
Okay.
Because this is an opposite opinion that Fletcher has.
Okay.
He thinks every team should do it every time they need a yard.
Well, I mean, it's mostly successful.
And because the Philly has perfected it, but after last night,
yeah.
I mean, he's one of those that it gets under his skin to where he is adamant about, man, why do you line up in the shotgun when you need a yard and you're 5 back and you're going to push to 1? And I get his concept.
Sure.
But it's not going to work every time.
Right.
But I get his concept of, why are you, like when LSU did the first and goal a couple games ago.
Yeah.
4 plays in a row from the shotgun. I get it. Every now and then you get a little closer because you are closer and but after last night, what you brought up is going to be a thing that comes up now.
Well, I will say this. One thing that we're seeing from defensive players, one of the things they're talking about is, okay, well, if we can't use leverage on field goals and extra points and things, we can't push one of our own players through the line defensively, then why should you get to push one of your players through the line offensively? I think it's a good point, right? If you're going to allow players to push other players, then let everyone do it. If if a linebacker wants to get right behind a D tackle and push him through the offensive line, then let him do it. But especially in those form. Now, the one thing about field goal and extra point tries is the difference there is the snapper, right? The snapper is kind of in a down position, so they're basically protecting him. Where, he snaps it, he's got to take a beat to get his head up, right, and his body up. So I understand the concept of not wanting that to be the case, to not have that. But look, someone found a way to make this work. Here's you want the easy way to fix this? The easy way to fix this is no one can be touching the quarterback when he's under center before the snap, right? Like Peyton was talking about last night, where the tush push didn't work, and it was because they were laid off, right? They weren't right on top. Like the Eagles have 2 guys, and as Manning said, 1 on each cheek. They're there, ready, hands on. As soon as the ball snapped, they're pushing immediately. As Peyton went on to say, you get 1 on the left cheek, 1 on the right cheek, and there's still room for 1 up the middle. And Eli, of course, just lost it at that point. But to me, the easy answer is, okay, new rule is you cannot be touching the quarterback before the snap. Behind him. Obviously, the center can touch him, but you can't be touching the quarterback before the snap. Or if you want to say you can't be, you have to have at least 1 yard of separation between the guys and the QB. I think that fixes your problem, right? Because then it's not 3 guys pushing immediately. It's 1 guy pushing immediately and then 2 kind of jumping in. But by the time those 2 get there, a second after the snap, your defensive linemen already are entrenched. So I think that evens it up. If you want to make that rule change, I'm fine with that. Again, how many times are we seeing this? Right? It's not like this is 30 plays within the course of a game. This is 2? Like, how many times did the Eagles run this thing? Like every time there's a 3rd and short, 4th and short kind of situation. But how often are those coming up? Right? That's the main thing. So I'm not necessarily inclined to to believe they never would. Did you get that, Rogers? I've been inclined. Dr. Hollis said I was talking with someone about something on the Dan Patrick show today. My dental assistant said, oh, yeah, my Jones from the other day heard about you from your radio ads with him. LOL. I asked Patrick Netherton. She goes, yeah, that Patrick show. Hey, all right. That's what I like to hear, baby. The ads are working. Speaking of Dennis Hollis Dental Rogers, since we were, as our show is brought to you by Hollis Dental Care, Two John Steak and Seafood, and Bobby L. Green Plumbing. You can call 703-6680 to chat with Hollis Dental Care. You need just some regular, I need some regular teeth cleaning, actually. You need some regular teeth cleaning, right? Just your normal kind of wear and tear. Get that corrected, get the plaque out of there, all of that. Hey, give them a holler, 703-6680. You got a real issue, toothache, loose tooth, you got punched out, you tripped over your dog and your tooth came loose and you broke your wrist and your hand and you popped a tooth. Call them by 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and they'll get you in that same day. That's what I love, right? Rogers, I'm a big proponent of having my doctor's cell phone numbers. It's like, look, can I just text you? Like, I promise I won't abuse the privilege, but there's sometimes, especially my ear, nose, and throat doctor, right? I need that guy so, hey, I'm on the road. Can you call me in a steroid or get me a shot or whatever? Well, Hollis Dental Care, you call them at 703-6680 before 9 a.m., and they will take care of you that same day, Monday through Thursday. That's great service, man. You don't get that everywhere. That's why I love Hollis Dental Care and Dr. Matt Hollis. So give them a call at 703-6680. Whether you're teeth cleaning, just your regular teeth cleaning, you got a toothache and you need something done fast, or you need a dental implant, right? Those are very popular right now. Matt Hollis and Hollis Dental Care can take care of that for you. Benton Road in Wimple, 703-6680. That's Hollis Dental Care. Also, don't forget Two John Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive, just north of railroad tracks. Rogers back open for dinner tonight. So let's go. Can't wait. Dinner is on at Two John Steak and Seafood, 2151 Airline Drive. Friday lunch will be here before you know it. But for right now, they are ready to roll for dinner service. Happy hour right now. Dinner begins in 30 minutes at Two John Steak and Seafood. And, of course, when Big John comes by, tell him you heard about it right here on the Patrick Netherton Show. All right, our show brought to you by Bobby L. Green Plumbing, Two John Steak and Seafood, Hollis Dental Care. We appreciate all of them being such fine sponsors of this here program. And thanks to the person that told them about the Dan Patrick show, even if it was my show. Hey, Rogers, at one point I was going to call this the Damn Patrick Show. Thought that was pretty hilarious. Then I thought, well, now I'll probably get a cease and desist letter at some point from the actual Dan Patrick Show, so let's not do that. And then I met those guys, and they were terrific. Couldn't have been nicer. And they listened to our show back in the day, which was cool. And they watched it, really. All right, that's it for me. Got to get out a little early to get over to the Indy Bowl. Don't forget the Indy Bowl Kickoff Dinner tonight at 6 o'clock. Doors open. Convention Center. Paul Skenes, featured guest speaker. I'll be emceeing. You can come and see how much I sweat during the course of the event. That's always the most fun. So come check us out at the Convention Center, downtown Shreveport. Doors open at 6. Kickoff dinner with Paul Skenes. For Rogers Hampton, I'm Patrick Netherton. Please be safe and careful out there, everyone. Want to see you back here tomorrow for the Patrick Netherton Show.
A company is only as good as its people, and at Jack Spring Electric, they have a collection of the best. Jack Spring